Hey guys, and welcome to the Natty Blueprint podcast. This is episode 34. We're actually ramping through these now, mate. We've got a little bit of momentum going now with the weekly episodes,
We're
so
doing good. We're doing good.
we're doing good. It will probably stop within the next 2 weeks or three
Yeah.
weeks.
Max are,
Um,
Max are just his battery will die and that'll be it for 3 weeks.
it's getting close. It's getting close. This draining, bro. It's draining. But to be fair, like I think from there might be a little bit of a hiatus from the second week of September to maybe the end of September because I've got a lot of guys competing and myself competing as well. It'd be good to like try and let us know as well in the comments below if people want this. But or before I compete or before I've got clients competing, maybe a day or two before doing a podcast and just talking about the show and things like that. And obviously we might do a little bit of a question box as well, but maybe just a quick like half an hour one or something, just as a little bit of like a
Yeah.
I don't know how.
Just before you go on stage.
Yeah, just
Wash
I'll
your
do
catch
it
up.
just before, and I'll take you on with me, and I'll be like, right, guys, I
Don't
gotta
worry
go.
about don't worry about pumping up.
Yeah,
Podcast comes first.
yeah, gotta go. But yeah, let us know if people want to see that. And obviously I can document like my peak weeks and stuff and how I've approached each show. But Denny, mate, how you doing, bro?
I am doing pretty good, to be fair. Can't complain. Life's pretty chill. Stress is low, which is what I like. Trainings are going pretty good at the minute. Like every time I'm going in there now, it's like, yeah, I feel good. So I will take that. It's taken a while, but I
I
feel good
miss
now.
that
So
feeling.
yeah, so training's going well. Everything else is going well. The sun is out. Doing good. Doing good.
I miss
And
that feeling. Like that's the only part I dislike about prep is the training towards the back end of it. Because although like you're trying to hold numbers, I really fucking love training and I love
yeah,
progressing, and like that is literally like why I do it.
yeah,
And then when you're in a prep and it's like I've got to hold numbers, and then you're at the dog end of it where it's like you're struggling to even hold numbers and you're regressing for
yeah,
quite a few sessions. It's
yeah.
hard.
Especially like when it comes to obviously like when it comes to training, I'm sure we all got into training because like how it makes you feel, like getting a pump, like that doesn't really happen once you're in prep.
What's a pump?
Exactly.
I
Like,
can't remember the
and
last time.
if you do get a pump, it probably lasts about 4 seconds and then it's
Yeah,
disappeared. So yeah, like training is enjoyable, and then when the fun gets sucked out a little bit through obviously what you're doing for a purpose, it does feel a little bit shit. Like I remember, I don't know, last 5 weeks, 4 weeks, I was just like, I don't even want to train, but I'm just here, sort of
yeah,
thing.
just
Like,
getting it
'cause,
done.
yeah, like the energy's not there, like the enjoyment of the session's not there, but you're kind of just pushing yourself through it, which I'm sure you're probably doing right now, and I'm
Yeah,
sure your clients do.
I'm trying not to get in the mentality of being like this is a tick box and like still trying to enjoy my training. But yeah, when I find it depends on how the first couple of exercises go. Like if they go poorly, then
Yeah,
I like yesterday for push, I regressed on my top set on. I had a poor leg session actually, so start off with that on Tuesday. Regressed on the hack by rep, then regressed 2 reps on both sets of my leg press, and I was just like, "Fuck this!" Like
yeah. At
trying.
that point, like, let's use the leg day as an example. Would you follow the rest of your logbook after that, or would you kind
Yes,
of ignore it?
yeah, 100%. I follow the logbook probably up until a pump session that I've got 2 days out.
Okay.
I will just
Yeah.
constantly follow my logbook, but that's like ingrained in me. Like I can't
Yeah.
not write my numbers down.
Yeah. I think just for some people, like I know I did towards the end of the prep, like if the start of the session just felt trash and I was beating myself up because I'm like not holding numbers or I dropped 2 or 3 reps, I'm like, I know roughly where I'm at, but I'm not going
Yeah,
to focus too heavily on, as long as I'm getting to a failure point, that's kind of where I was at with it. But obviously, if you can kind of somewhat switch off from it, you can probably get away with it and just follow the logbook.
yeah. I try and just like write the number down and not kind of overanalyze it too much. But yeah, I was a bit like, for fuck's sake, like that's a quite a big regression, and I've done quite well throughout the whole prep of actually holding my numbers.
Yeah.
And made like smart decisions when it came to training. And then yeah, it's this past week has obviously been quite difficult. But I did have a food drop, not last Saturday, the Saturday before, and obviously I had that kind of big adrenaline rush from the food drop, and then training was still okay, and then it's kind of got into the second week of that food now, and it's been like, okay, it's a bit of a slog, a bit of a grind, but it is what it is. Like I'm not gonna die, am I? So
Yeah, like again, remind yourself every time it happens, like you're choosing to do it at the end of the
yeah,
day.
that's
So,
it. It's a
and it's
choice.
not forever. It's not forever. I think that's
No,
one of the things that can help you get through it because it's like another week, another week, another week, and
yeah,
just kind of, or even just another day, like you just
yeah,
keep
that's it.
moving forward. And then,
Day by day. At the moment, that's literally how I'm taking it. Because if I looked at prep, I'm like, oh, okay, I've got 7 weeks to my last show. I was actually looking at a show that's a week after my last show, actually, before we were on the podcast. But we won't talk about that. And I was like, well, 7 weeks when I've done 25 weeks of dieting is nothing.
yeah,
And I just need to enjoy and be present with what I'm doing. Like, I'm in the best shape I've ever been in. Although you take it for granted when you're in that shape, like, you
yeah,
don't look at it and go, I look mint. Like, mate, I'm going to be honest, I try not to look at myself,
yeah, yeah,
which is mental.
yeah. I was actually speaking to someone about this in the gym. Like, she was saying the same thing, like bodybuilding or just chasing a physique development. The moment you get more into it, the actually probably worse you feel about yourself because you're
Yeah.
so hypercritical of everything that's changing.
Yeah.
There's very few times, like, I don't know, maybe like a few weeks into prep, like you just start seeing changes, like, oh, this is heading in the right direction. But then it gets to a point, and then suddenly it goes the other way again, where it's like, oh, I feel small, oh, I can't get a pump, and
Yeah.
it's just constant. It's constant. So yeah, I kind of don't miss that, but at the same time, in hindsight, like looking back at how I looked for next time, I need to remind myself of, no, this is the best I'm looking, so like take it in sort of thing. Because
Yeah.
it's very easy to just forget it. Like, so hopefully you're in that moment where you're like, okay, I look sick, I'm shredded, take it in sort of thing.
Yeah. It's difficult though, because you know you're going to get better and better. So it's like, you look at yourself and you're like, oh, it could be better when this happens or
Yeah,
this happens. But yeah, I'm just trying not to. I find myself when I look at myself, I always I pick myself apart far too much.
yeah,
Like I go, oh, I'm not lean in this one area, or I'm not big enough in this area, or I haven't got this and I haven't got that. So I just try and detach myself away from that, and if that means not looking at myself as much, like I pose every single day, so it's not like I'm
yeah,
not looking at myself,
yeah.
but
Like
it's a case of
avoiding mirrors and
yeah,
dodging past
like
them.
it's a case of like if I see myself in the mirror, I'll just take a glance and that'll be it. Like I
Yeah,
won't be posing in the mirror and grabbing my skin, you know, like how people can do, because I
yeah,
think that just fucks with your head completely.
yeah, definitely. It is weird. Like, I think we all have our own little ticks and things that we do when we're lean. Like, I
Yeah,
remember for me, like, towards a certain point when I knew I was lean, I would like look at myself in the mirror first thing, like before I've stood on the scale, be like, oh, am I there? Is it going to be a new low? And then you step on the scale, like, yeah, it's
yeah,
there. So yeah, bodybuilding's weird, but
yeah.
we do it because we love it.
One thing I have noticed as well this week is I have got a little bit more irritable, which
You
again I've done
biting people's
so
heads off.
well. Done
To be
so well
fair,
with.
today was the first time when I've not been in prep where a lot of people come up to me to talk to me in the gym. Had I been in prep, I probably would have lost my head today because it was one after the other. Like I love everyone in the gym, but sometimes just let me crack on.
Yeah,
No matter what you're doing, where you are in the
yeah.
prep or not. Like
There's been points where I've just like put my headphones in and I'm not actually listening to anything.
yeah,
But and when I see someone, I'm like, I'll fist bump them and be like, "You're right, mate," and then that'll be it. And I'm kind of like, right, just let me crack on
yeah.
now.
Did you see that story that Yemi put up?
No,
I mean, fair play for him for putting it up. He was basically like, Um, I kind of don't want to put this story out, but I'm putting it out anyway. If I see you in a gym, I'm gonna ignore you. I don't want to talk to you. Stop talking to me. It was like really brutal. He was like, I need
fair.
to lock in. I was like, fair enough. At least he's saying what he wants.
Yeah,
But
fair.
yeah, like I think I think he might have said that he wanted like top 8 in his first show, which would be pretty mad for that. But yeah, he was literally savage with it. He was like, "Do not talk to me. I don't want to hear your shit. I don't want you to ask me how prep's going." I was like,
Yeah. Do
"Yeah,
you know what? I feel like when people haven't been there, they don't understand. And I was actually talking to someone the other day about like a lot of people underestimate a prep and how hard they are because so many people are showing the highlights of prep on Instagram
Yeah.
and being like, oh, just doing this, doing that. And, I can't lie. When I go on Instagram and make a story, I have to perk up. I can't be a miserable fucker on Instagram
Yeah.
because no one's going to listen. Like for
Yeah.
this podcast, I have to put my energy into it. But an hour after this podcast, I'm not going to be like this when I'm downstairs watching TV.
As soon as you hit stop, you're
Yeah.
like,
It's, and I think it's not a front because you have to do it for
yeah.
business, for social media. But if you're someone who wants to go, like if you want to compete, do not underestimate a prep because getting in stage conditions fucking hard and it hurts and it bites,
Yep.
and you will experience these days where you're in the gym. Like I was in the gym yesterday, and this would never irritate me, but someone just kept dropping the cable stack, and it was making like a loud noise. And every time I was just like gritting my teeth, like just put it down properly, like just put it down, like.
Yep. Yeah.
And I don't know why that irritated me because it never would. But and I kind of when I removed myself from that situation and left the gym, I thought to myself, why did that irritate me so much?
Yeah.
But it was just that loud banging, like
Yeah. Like
every
the gym's
30 seconds.
a gym's a noisy place, but obviously just whatever that noise was doing to your ears just sent you sideways.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a
Obviously,
few
I
times.
didn't say anything, so I'm not that type of person to
Yeah.
start shit. But yeah, it just irritated the fuck out of me.
Yeah. I mean, you'll get short, you'll get snappy, and that's kind of just part of it. But as long as you're not actively taking it out on the people around you, or at least if you do, you kind of catch yourself in that moment because we've all
Yeah,
been
that's
there.
that's the
We've all
main
been
thing.
there. If someone said something to you and you probably give a bit of a brash, or maybe you don't respond in the way that you actually wanted to, and you're like, my bad, or like, sorry if that come
Yeah.
across the wrong way. So,
I mean, I'll be open and honest. Even yesterday, I wouldn't say I snapped at Kate, but like it was we were in the gym together, we were training, and I regressed on my
you
sets.
threw a 20-kilo player.
Yeah, but and I was a little bit frustrated, and she was like, "Look, you're 4 weeks out. Like this is gonna happen." And I said, "Yes, I know that, but it's still frustrating."
Yeah,
And then I kind of like removed myself, and I was like, "All right, yeah, like maybe I was a little bit short there."
yeah,
And people could probably listen to this and think I was a dick or whatever. Like, Kate knows, and also she was like, "Yeah, I just left you to it, and then you were sound when you got home."
yeah,
And I apologized. It wasn't even like a bad snap. It was just like, "Yes, I know," but it was the kind of
yeah,
the way I said it.
yeah,
So you just have to acknowledge it because it's going to happen.
yeah.
And one thing I do try and do because it is happening on a frequent basis at the moment where you have to bite your tongue or grit your teeth a little bit. Count to 10. Honestly, I do it in my head. I count to 10, and I'm like,
Yep.
or I just go, and then I reply. So if anyone's talking to me and I do a deep breath, you
Yeah,
know why, and it's
Max
probably
is
because you're
like
asking something stupid.
you're boiling on the inside.
Yeah,
Steam coming out your ears.
yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't miss that to be fair. Like I'm a pretty chilled out person. I mean you are as well to be fair, but there was some times in prep, certain individuals I was just like,
yeah, just
calm.
yeah. Take a breath. Anyway, to divert the topic, how was your photo shoot last week?
It was pretty
Your
good.
client
Pretty
shoot.
good. Yeah, it was good. So there was four girls, three of them were mine. Obviously you was at the same place, wasn't you? Yeah, run really, really smoothly. All the girls were pretty happy with it. Can't complain really. So I think they're all picking their photos this weekend
Nice.
and then probably start posting them from there and the girls will share them as well. So yeah, I was pretty happy with it. Obviously different people on slightly different journeys, but yeah, they all smashed it to be fair. So shout out to my three girls.
Brilliant stuff. That gym's a pain in the ass to get into, by the way.
Yeah, I saw your message like a few hours later. I was like, I know you're in there now because I
Yeah.
saw the
I,
photos.
yeah, I was like ringing the front door and I was like, why can't I get in? And then we had to call the gym and then like Simon then came round and got us.
Yeah.
And John, my client, decided to drive into London.
Yeah, the videographer that we had also did the same thing, and I listened to John's story, the same thing Lewis done, the videographer. He just left his car pretty much somewhere that he probably
Yeah,
shouldn't have done and just hoped for the best. So
yeah. I was
yeah,
like, I literally, I rung him and I was like, "You're right, mate. Like, I've just got in the gym. Let me know when you're about, and I'll get Simon to come around and get you." He was like, "Yeah, I'm just driving up now." I was like, "You're driving?"
driving. Yeah, like literally, it's literally central London. You are not getting a parking space.
Yeah, don't drive into London. Get a train.
Yeah,
But yeah,
absolutely.
to be fair, I was so happy with how John
Oh yeah,
looked.
he looked wicked, like absolutely
Mint,
wicked. Yeah,
mint. Like he was peeled. Like
yeah,
I would say 5 to 10 pounds away from stage. Maybe no, probably not even 10.
yeah.
Like
Not 10,
5.
definitely not 10.
No, he was very close, and
Yeah,
yeah, he looked wicked. So I was really really impressed with him. First time meeting him in person as well, and I've coached him for over 2 years.
yeah. I've spoke to him a few times at that supplement shop. Like he's a pretty sound guy, to be fair. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, smashed it. Well done, John.
Yeah, got a YouTube video coming out tomorrow, which is all behind the scenes. So
Nice.
excited to
What
drop
did you
that.
think of the facility?
I really like it, and do
Yeah,
you know what? I was actually playing around with a lot of the equipment
yeah.
because
There's some
obviously
decent
within
kit
a
in there.
photo shoot, there's nothing really you can do. You can
Yeah.
stand there and watch, and I'm like, Simon's so good at directing.
Oh yeah, he's brilliant.
I don't need to do anything, so I was just like, well, there's loads of Cybex and Jim Lecco stuff here, so I'm gonna
Yeah,
have a play around, so I don't get to play on it.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. It's a nice little studio, to be fair. So
yeah,
yeah, I rate it. I
when he
rate it.
uses those red and green lights as well, the shots just look mint.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I can't wait for John to get his shots back because he
yeah.
looked. We saw. Well, I think Simon even posted one and
Have you
collabed
not have
with.
you not had the official shots back yet?
We've had like the previews.
Okay, so I think Simon's doing some editing this weekend, so you probably will get them over the weekend.
Yeah, I think John's selected his photos, so he should get them soon. But I think Simon just edited like one photo to put on his Instagram,
Yeah,
and I was like, Jesus Christ, like those lights and stuff. I was even like, do I do this?
yeah, yeah. No,
Because
to be fair, I wouldn't mind doing it like next year, like just
yeah,
diet down, not get fucking inside out, but look decent, and just so I can tidy up a bit and also have a photo shoot as well.
yeah,
Maybe we're doing MDB photo shoot. We have the whole gang there.
yeah. To be fair, I've got a few guys who want to do it.
There we go.
So photo shoots probably will be a little bit more popular next year. I think I've got one more fight or two more guys doing fight. I know Tom wants to do one and
Yeah,
Nick's gonna do one, but I think they're gonna do it together. So it's gonna be like one photo shoot.
yeah,
So yeah, that'll be good. It's just I think the main priority for Tom at the moment is obviously doing his shows.
yeah. How's he getting on?
Good man. He's
Did
nine
I
days nine
hear
days out.
something about a gym
Jim?
situation?
Oh, what, he got banned from his gym.
Yeah, I was gonna let you unravel that
Yeah,
one,
he
but
got banned a couple weeks ago, like before his first show.
any reason why?
Because he was
Or,
gym pinning the adductor, and they, to be fair, they have told him about a billion times
wow,
not to
okay.
gym pin it.
Yeah, like if it's a rule, like don't try and bend the rule.
I think he's been telling me this for the past like year that he can't gym pin it, and he still does it. Um, so yeah, he got banned from his gym.
Permanent ban?
Hey,
Permanent ban?
yeah, lifetime ban.
Oh, good.
Whether that's actually lifetime though, or what, like
Yeah,
who knows? But yeah, he's training at a different gym now, more of a bodybuilder gym as well, which I think's better for him. He's obviously got a membership at Muscle Hut, which makes my job a little bit easier because he can come see me pretty much whenever he wants.
yep,
Um, so yeah, he's getting on well. He's obviously 9 days out of PCA Island, which is very, very exciting. So flying over to Ireland on Thursday. Yeah,
nice.
Thursday, flying over with him, Kate and David, which will be good. So yeah, I'm excited for that.
Yeah, it'll be good.
It will be good.
Any different peak strategies? We're gonna run the same with him.
We'll probably run a very, very similar approach, but not use Peak Max, because we'll probably just use vitamin C and caffeine.
Yeah,
Because Tom responds quite well with that, and he had some digestive problems the night before the BMBF
okay.
and a few days after. The only thing that changed was implementing a little bit of peak max. Now I didn't give him that much, so whether it was the peak max or just something else, but
Stress maybe, yeah.
yeah, it could have been anything. But I know he works well with caffeine and vitamin C. I pretty much prepped him for majority of his shows in 2023 with caffeine and vitamin C. So I'm just gonna do
Yeah, I
pretty
mean
much
he's probably taking vitamin C daily anyway, and
yeah
caffeine's in his diet, well,
yeah
plan. So
yeah.
yeah, it's probably a safe
Just
bet to be fair.
playing with that when it comes to the diuretic fronts. But yeah, no, it would just be a similar peaking strategy. I think a linear load is so just such an easy, simple peak,
Yeah,
and it's very hard to fuck up the look.
yeah, because you're almost obviously playing it by ear each day, so
Yeah,
it's probably very difficult to get wrong because if you notice some signs of maybe overspilling or digestion, you
just
can
pull
just
it
go,
back.
right, next day, go back,
Yeah,
and then
just
it's
pull it
pretty much
back, and
fixed.
then like I usually like to kind of build up the food. Let's say the show's on the Sunday, build up the food to the Thursday. Thursday's potentially the highest day, spill into Friday, train on the Friday, and then start pulling back from like the
Yeah,
Friday afternoon. And
yeah,
then the Saturday, you're probably not going to be doing anything anyway. So it's just a case of maybe a couple carb meals, but pulling back a little bit, like
yeah,
more of a moderate day. Obviously, depends on how much you've spilled, and then you're pretty much full because you'll get some super compensation from the carbs that you've had all week on the Sunday. But then you'll also wake up fairly dry because you'll have a couple of low days
yeah,
or 1.5 low days off the back of that towards the end of the peak. So I really do find kind of that approach, looking at obviously scale weight, looking at the visuals, playing
yeah,
around with a little bit of salt and obviously natural diuretics. You can use it's very very simple. I feel like the days of which I have run in the past, but the days of like fat loading and then
yeah.
carb
You don't really
loading,
hear about it too much anymore, do you?
no, they're
Like,
completely
people's
gone,
approach has
aren't they?
changed. Yeah,
It's like you've got to refill intramuscular triglycerides. So well, you can probably do that if you just bring up baseline fats in the linear load,
yeah,
which is again something that I do. I push up fats, push up carbs, pull down. So the first like couple of days of a linear load, there'll be carbs are up a bit, fats are up a bit, proteins down a little bit. Run that for a couple of days. So then maybe on like if they're let's say their baseline diet is 40 grams of fat, they might go to 60 for a couple
yeah,
of days. Then I'll pull that fat back down, start elevating the carbs, with obviously the protein coming down as the week goes on. It's just very simple. Look at the data, look at the visuals, go from there.
yeah. That's what it should be. It makes me laugh. Like I've heard a few people where they've got like a predetermined peak week plan. It's like, how do you know
Yeah,
what's going to happen to the person? And they've just like, right, here's your peak week plan, and just run with it. It's like you're not using any data, any feedback, how the client is doing with it. It's just like, there you go, that's how I peak people. It's like, okay. I mean, I'm sure it works for some people, but there's probably some times where it does go a little bit wrong.
yeah, for sure, for sure. I mean, I think I've peaked people on Five Guys before. Like I
Yeah,
peaked Tom for PCA Midlands, which is the untested show he did in 23. I peaked him with the Five Guys. We were like, well, this is not our main show. I gave him a Five Guys a couple of weeks out from his first show as like a
yeah.
little bit of a refeed. He woke up fucking mint the next day. I was like, sound. I was like,
Yeah.
there you go. Let's
Exactly though,
run
like
the Five
you've
Guys.
got previous data that you've used. You're not just gone, let's try Five Guys
Yeah,
just
yeah.
out of the
And to be
blue.
fair, I made him weigh it out. Like I know it sounds stupid, but I made him weigh out
Yeah.
how many chips he got because obviously Five Guys is so different. I was like, right, okay,
Yeah.
he had this amount of chips last time, same amount. If you get more, bin it.
Yeah.
Like run the same thing. I literally told him the order to have. Yeah, and he came third in that show, and he got obviously beaten by two assisted guys.
There you go.
But he beat some assisted guys as well, which was pretty cool. So there's multiple ways to peak. It's just obviously having the knowledge there and going off the data, and mainly as well making sure they're ready to peak.
Yeah. Like you can't fix things in peak week, really, can you?
No,
They need to be lean.
yeah,
You
you need
need
to
to be
be
ready.
there. You need to be pretty much there. Right,
Yeah.
we've got loads of bloody questions,
Yeah.
so thank
We're
you
gonna
everyone
speed
for
run.
asking them. Um, but we better get cracking, otherwise it's gonna be like a 4 hour podcast and people will get bored.
They will indeed. So I'm gonna start. I do believe. Has he changed his username? So this is Jack. He says, "Do you monitor slash track your salt intake?" I do not anymore, although I do somewhat. I just salt every meal.
Yeah. So
So
you basically do.
yeah, but not to the point where it was obviously what you're maybe doing. I don't know how closely you monitor salt, but it got to, for me, maybe like 4, 5, 6 weeks out, where it was like to the gram, like every meal pretty much. So yeah, loosely, yes, but if I don't salt one meal because I'm out and about, I'm not gonna cry about
Yeah,
it.
you're not gonna. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I weigh my salt before when I put it on my food, but that's
Yeah,
it. And to be fair, I do that in the off season because I prep loads of meals anyway. So when I put it in a container, I just throw salt in it.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, like I'm not on my fitness pal tracking my sodium through the food that I'm eating, if that
yeah,
makes sense.
yeah,
I just standardize it.
definitely.
Russians asked benefits of nose strips and which ones do you use? Can you see this? My nose strip is starting to take skin off my nose. I'm gonna have to stop
Uh,
wearing them for a
Yeah,
couple
I
of
had to
weeks.
stop using mine. Literally one morning, I peeled it off and it took skin off with it. I was like, I'm not doing that again. So
I'm gonna
yeah,
have to stop. 'Cause imagine I'll be on stage in a
it's
few
a
weeks'
line.
time and I'll just have a big line over my nose, like.
Yeah, so I
But
don't think the brand really matters. Obviously, I think we both use different ones and it's both given us that. So I just use like the paper ones with like the little
I use
stuff
the
in with.
longevity ones, and I've tried a few, and I do think that the longevity ones are the best. You can buy them off Amazon. In terms of what they do, they open up the airways, help you sleep. I mean, people shit on nose strips until they wear them, and then you wear a nose strip and you're like, this is what a working nose feels like.
Yeah,
So give it a go, Russian. See how you
yeah.
feel.
Get some more oxygen into your brain. I'm sure it will
Yeah, they
help.
are. Do you know what? I love wearing a nose strip. I would wear one permanently if I could.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like whilst I was in prep, I would go out on my morning walk with it still on.
Yeah, I do in the
Yeah,
morning. Yeah, I take it off literally when I have to leave the house for work.
yeah.
Like,
Get to work, you're just like, what is that?
yeah, yeah. That's what I noticed this morning. I peeled it off just before I did the like the story for the questions. It's like, oh, nose strip has
It's
left the mark.
done you in. Rosh has gone to town, so we may as well ask a few of his. Do. I mean, it's a pretty easy answer. He says chalk, straps, or raw dog it.
Chalk and straps.
Yeah, literally, I double up. For like big movements like deadlifts, I will double up or RDLs.
Yeah,
For everything else back related, like literally everything, I will always use straps.
straps. Yeah.
And I don't know why you wouldn't personally.
No. To be
I
fair, the only time I really use chalk is when it's hot in the gym and my hands are sweaty.
yeah,
So it wouldn't matter if it was like a press or like sometimes even on a leg press. Like I don't know if you find this, but I need to have good grip to pull myself down hard.
yeah,
So that I might even chalk up for a leg press, which might seem a little bit extreme, but when it was hot in the gym and my hands were really sweaty,
yeah,
I'd rather that than lose my grip or not be able to pull myself in properly. So
yeah.
yeah, but yeah, straps.
Always. Like if you want big forearms, just actively train your forearms, and if you want to train your back, use straps. Like
Yeah.
I
No
don't know
one
why
does
you.
anyone care how big your forearms are? My forearms are so long as well. Like they're never getting big.
You've got a lot of length
I,
to.
I've got such a big wingspan that I've got
I'd say
enough
my
energy
forearms are
trying to
pretty
grow my
good, so
biceps. Yeah, I don't think I've ever trained forearms.
I've done it like twice, and it's not even worth it.
It's not
Not
worth
even
it.
worth it.
Rosh has also asked most overlooked exercises in bodybuilding.
Overlooked.
Deadlifts.
Yeah,
I feel
Look,
like any type of bread and butter movement, a lot of people are just forgetting about.
yeah, yeah. I mean, if you just in terms of like the top people, they're all smashing hip hinges and they've got ridiculous backs. So yeah, I say get
I see
strong.
another one. Barbell row. You don't see a lot of people barbell row anymore.
No, I really don't like it.
Do you know what I fucking love just slinging weight around? like barbell row. I
No,
remember in my off season, I was doing like 140, 150. They were horrendous, but they just felt so
some yeah
good.
buddy roads.
Oh mate, they were. They were. I think I called them. I think I made them in my prep. Like when I do it after RDLs, I call them just have fun rows. Like just torch my back up, and
Yeah,
it feels great. Like yeah, it's not great for my traps and my upper back, but my back feels fried after it.
yeah, yeah. There's just something about it. I'm a bit of a weirdo when it comes to being.
Do it after your RDLs.
Oh mate, I can barely do
Do
one set
one
of
set,
RDLs.
one
Let,
set, one set of RDL, one set of barbell row. Torch your back up, bro.
maybe I'll give it a go. Maybe I'll give
Torches
it
your
a
back up.
go. Most embarrassing moment in the gym.
Sharting.
I've fallen off a treadmill before. Back in
Oh,
my gym group days, for some reason I was trying to take off my hoodie whilst walking on the treadmill.
and you. Oh no,
One
that's
of them
bad.
ones.
If you walk out after,
Luckily, there wasn't many people in there,
oh, so
so
you just got back on and
yeah, I
continued.
was just like,
Yeah, nice. I like it. um, I've got a question from Dylan, Mr. DC. Looking fucking great, by the way. Saw him a couple weeks ago. Really, really good. And then he got COVID, which is brilliant.
just what you want. There's a
Just
lot of
what you
that
want at
going
three and a
around
half
at the
weeks
minute.
out. COVID.
Nice.
No, but he's
Not
all
good.
good. He's on daily check-ins at the moment just to make sure he's in a good spot. But yeah, he's looking wicked. Um, Tips for those competing this year on salt and sweeteners when it comes to peak week.
I mean, I monitored it more heavily and got rid of sweeteners, or as much as you can, just because I think it's another thing to worry about. But you'll probably be fine for the
Yeah.
most part if you just keep them in. Um, yeah, that's kind of
Peak
my answer.
peak week, you're playing with predictability. So if you've had stuff for 20 plus weeks and it hasn't caused any issues, there's no reason when you're a week out of a show for it to
Not going to
randomly cause
change. Yeah,
issues.
yeah,
I personally just like pulling it out a little bit. Like, for example, one thing you tend to see, and I don't think Dylan does this because he's quite an experienced competitor now, but what you see for a lot of first timers is I'll give you an example, and Owen won't mind me saying this, but he was probably drinking close to 2 liters of Coke a day, like Diet Coke, right? And it was lucky I nipped it in the bud at I think maybe 4 weeks out. Because I asked him, I was like, "What's your
liters.
fluid intake?" And he was like, "What do you mean, water or total fluid?" And then we obviously got down in the kind of thing, and I was like, "Right, okay, a bottle of Coke a day, mate, is not good."
Man,
um,
Jesus Christ.
so yeah, I was like, right, pull that down. I was like, just buy cans because it's a lot easier to make. I think when you buy a bottle, you don't necessarily. And I've been bad for it. I did it in my first prep. I was terrible for it. Like I'd buy a bottle, I'd look for the best kind of like no sugar drink, and
Yeah,
then I'd drink the whole bottle in the night. But I wouldn't really think about it. If that makes sense.
yeah,
When you have cans and they start stacking up next to each other,
yeah.
you're
You're
then
sort of
like,
looking
okay.
at it like, oh, yeah,
So in terms of sweeteners and stuff, when it comes to this will be my kind of. I've had a monster today, and I've had this. That'd be it.
yeah,
Maybe some days I might have two of these, but like,
yeah,
what's that? 660 mils.
yeah,
In peak week, I'm probably not gonna have two, right? But
yeah.
it's
Yeah,
just
I think it is
because
something to be mindful of, like sweeteners in general, because obviously as prep kind of ramps up a little bit, you might start buying more supplements. You're gonna push towards maybe more flavored drinks, things like that. So the amount of sweeteners that you are having might exceed
yeah,
what's normal or what your body can handle. So if you are noticing maybe some stomach issues, digestive issues, look at pulling some of those down because it's not
yeah,
probably going to do your gut any favors. Let's be
no,
real.
no. And in peak week as well, when food's being increased, you probably don't need to
Don't
be
need it.
relying
Yeah.
on them. So just pull it
Yeah.
out completely. Or if someone's been having a monster every day, I'm not going to say
Don't
stop
have it.
having a monster.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're probably not going to have it when it's like 2 days out, 1 day out.
Yeah.
But if you've been having it every day and it's not a problem, sound
Yeah.
like. And then salt, I think we've kind of discussed this already, but like standardize it, keep it the same. Um, and then if you're if I Dylan decide to manipulate salt, then I'll let you know.
There you go. There you go. What else have we got? Boulder shoulders or barn door lats from Roche.
Boulder shoulders, 100%.
I mean, I'd like more lat just because I think my delts are quite dominant, but I think shoulders look better.
I think like in a t-shirt, like just cap
Yeah,
shoulders look good in any t-shirt.
yeah,
Yeah, can't
definitely.
relate.
I mean, you've got probably better lats than me, so
I don't know.
yeah, I'd say so.
I think I'm wider than you
Yeah.
structurally, but I don't know if I've got better lats than you.
I'd say like my actual like to get obviously it depends on the insertion, but I just don't think my lats insert very well to the point where it shows them off. I'd say I've got a lot
Thick.
more density than I do actually like
Yeah.
kind of that lat separation. Whereas I think you've got like you can literally see your lats like from top to bottom.
My lats insert quite high though. Yours insert quite low.
You think?
Yeah, that's where you get like a Dorito back. So when you pull a lat spread, that comes out really
Yeah,
nicely.
I just
Like
find like
mine,
from the front, like if I show my lats, it's very high up.
yeah, that mine are quite high up as well.
Yeah. Whereas you see some people they do like a front lat spread and it's just like from their hip upwards.
Yeah, but I actually think higher lats in a front lat spread looks better.
You think?
It
I
gives
mean,
you
by the
better
time you
shape.
put your elbows where they are, yeah, maybe
Yeah,
because
it gives
you're
you, if
hiding
it.
more.
I find that when people have low lats in the front lat spread, it makes them look very narrow because they don't have that kind of the waist. Like for example, Seabum, he
Yeah,
has the waist and then lats, right? Because his
yeah,
lats insert higher. So I actually think it looks a little bit better.
yeah. There we go. Um, One from Mansell underscore fitness. Now that you're out of prep, is there anything you miss about being in prep? And I guess we'll flip that question for you. Anything you miss about off season? The thing I miss about prep, which is probably an obvious one, is how I look.
What about
Literally,
routine?
yeah, I'm routine. Just like how switched on everything is. Like, I do miss that. Could I go back to that? Yeah, I'm sure I could, but I don't really need to be waking up at 4:30 in the morning, going for a fucking walk. Like, I box off my steps naturally these days. Like, I don't even really have to go for a walk. Like, today, haven't actually actively done any steps. I'm on 8,500, so
Yeah,
I'm pretty much there.
yeah. Mine
So,
would just be like progressing training.
yeah,
That's what I that's what I love. So
and
yeah,
shitting.
yeah, and shitting. Oh my fucking god! It's literally like every 2 to 3 days.
God,
It's crazy, bro.
not good.
Yeah.
Not good.
Russians ask common mistakes that you see beginners make and how they can rectify. Is
Mistakes
it
in a
like
prep
beginners, like
or
first timers, or like just beginners in the gym? Should we say in the gym?
um yeah, let's say in the gym because we've been quite prep heavy with this one.
Not training hard enough.
Yeah. And also I guess a mistake would just be not eating the right foods or thinking that you're eating the right foods and being
Yeah.
pretty dogmatic with it. Like I used to be chicken and rice man or like chicken and veg. I was like, yes, it's what all the bodybuilders are doing. I was probably eating like 1,300 calories a day at one point. No
Yeah.
wonder I wasn't growing.
Yeah.
So yeah, food and how hard you're training. I think if you nail those two, don't really worry about the rest.
How to rectify it? Go on MyFitnessPal, track your food, and when you're on a machine or doing an exercise, just keep going until you
Keep
can't
going.
go
Yeah.
no more.
Sometimes it baffles me. Like when you're like trained to failure, just keep
Yeah.
going,
It's like
keep going.
when you're watching form footage and you're like, why did you stop?
Yeah, it's just like looking around, it's like, come on, like please, I get
Just
it.
keep going.
It is a skill, especially when you take it to that next level. I'm not even gonna sit here and say that I train completely balls to the wall because I know I don't. There's some apps like you're a bit of a psycho in the gym. I train hard, but there's always you can always train harder. But sometimes even when I'm looking at people in the gym, like sometimes I look around and I'm just sort of like in between sets, watching someone do a set. I'm just like, it didn't even look like a set. It looked like a warm up. Like, come
Yeah.
on, like put a
Just
bit
keep
of
going.
oomph into it.
Just keep
Yeah,
going until you can't. That's literally what I say to clients. I'm like, if they're in a position where I'm trying to teach them how to train to failure, I'm going to say like, I don't want you to re-rack. I want the machine to cripple you basically.
Yeah, like one thing that I say to my clients is like when you're doing your warm-ups, when the weight is light, learn how to get out of the machine when
Yeah,
you're at the bottom of it.
yeah.
Obviously, do it under
Like
safe
set it
load.
up so you can get out of
Yeah,
it
like
safely.
learn where that bottom position is because the half the reason why, especially on like big compounds like machines, like leg press,
It's
pendulums, things like
always
that,
leg training.
it's that fear of like, oh, I'm gonna get stuck. It's like, no, if you actually learn where the bottom is,
Yeah, you're
you
not
will
going to get
be up.
stuck.
Yeah, you're not gonna get stuck. Like there's safety stoppers for a reason. Same with like Smith presses.
Yeah,
You're not gonna hurt yourself. It's when you are onshore, that's when you're gonna hurt yourself. So you're better off knowing where that bottom point is to actually get to that failure point and then actually be safer in the long run.
yeah. That's a good point actually because when I get a client who I'm trying to teach to train to failure, I actually very rarely put in free weight movements and stuff. I'll usually put in like machine stuff
Yeah,
because then I'll be like, right, I know you're going to be safe when you fail. But
yeah,
if they fail and a dumbbell comes and smacks their head, then
yeah.
I'm like
I mean, I almost did that
okay,
the other day. I was dumbbell pressing, I think it was last week, and I got to my last rep, and my right arm just caved like this and come in. Obviously, if you're inexperienced, you're not going to know what to do to get out of that, and you're just going to like smash it in your head. One
yeah,
of my clients, I won't say his name, but it was the same thing. I actually told him to do this afterwards. It's like, put the safeties on, learn where the bottom is, and set it up correctly before you're starting. And basically, what happened? He finished his set. He thought he racked it up on a Smith, and he let go, and he moved, and it went straight across his nose. I was just like, "What are you doing?"
is he okay?
He's okay. He's
Oh,
busted
okay.
his nose, but he's all right. I was
Broken
just like,
nose.
so that is another thing of like, have it set up first, know where to get out, or at least learn from the bottom. Like, for example, I don't put the safety stoppers on, but I know what I'm
Yeah.
doing. Like, if I need to get out, I will find a way to get out. I'll push the bench back or whatever it is. But yeah, like, don't drop the bar on your nose. Like, it's not what you're gonna.
Rise Coaching's got a lawsuit coming.
Yeah, literally, he messaged me straight away. He's like, "Bro, I've had an accident in the gym." I was like, "What have you done?" He's like, "Smith machine." I was like, "Smith machine? Like, that's probably one of the safer ones." And then he
Yeah.
explained it. I was like, "Okay, like we need to
Yeah. I've just
go over
let go of
this."
the bar.
Yeah,
That's a common mistake. Like he's probably thought he's racked it,
yeah.
let go. I mean, you would
I mean,
know the
he's
weight.
moved as he's let go, so he's actually, for
Yeah,
example, if he just let go, it would have just landed on his chest. But he's tried to get out of it. Oh, yeah, he's obviously
yeah.
slid down to kind of get out, and it's just bang, smashed him across the nose. God.
Ouch.
It could have been a lot worse. Could have been a lot
Yeah,
worse.
yeah. Russians asked Dream 3 car garage.
Not really a car man.
No, I'm not. I do like the Mercedes GT. Can I share it?
Um, like a Defender,
Yeah, that's it.
maybe a Subaru.
A Subaru
Subaru Impreza. Yeah.
Impreza. Um,
Um, I don't really know, like some sort of BMW.
you a BM guy?
I mean, I'm not. I'm just trying to think of cars that I look at and be like, "Oh, that's a nice car." Like I couldn't even tell you like the spec. Like I know it's was it M5? Is that the one I'm looking for? I don't
Yeah,
know.
they're pretty cool.
Just like a blacked out BMW drug dealer vibe.
This is going to take about 5 years to load in it.
Nope. There's movement.
There's movement,
Mercedes GT. Yeah, that's pretty good.
mate.
I mean, if you squint, it almost looks like yours.
Yeah, apart from this is like three door. Hence why I got the car I did though. I mean, I'll
Yeah,
probably upgrade to a C class at some point, but
yeah,
it's,
yeah. That's nice. Can't say I've ever seen one on the road, but
I've seen one, and it was when I was driving to Blue Water once, and I was like, oh,
yeah, I think a Defender for me.
only 4 litre.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
nice.
I like defenders.
It's just got some practicality to it. It's.
Yeah, they're nice. They're just big. Like
Yeah.
I feel like they're the car you have when you're planning for kids.
Yeah. I'm not there yet.
No, I was about to say you and Eric are still in
Yeah,
first
yeah.
base.
Uh, right,
Christ, move on.
move on quick.
um, Andy's asked predictions on this weekend's Prem games, please. Shall I quickly get them up? Oh my God, I'm on.
I'm there. I'm there. So we got
You ready?
today, Chelsea, West Ham. West Ham are
Chelsea,
winning. That's all Prem games today, and then tomorrow, City Spurs.
City,
Yeah,
or a draw. It could be a draw. Spurs looking quite good,
yeah,
but I'm gonna go City.
yeah. I'd like City to win, but also depends on how well they do this season. Hopefully, they don't storm ahead.
They looked good against Wolves, but it's Wolves. It's hard to
Yeah, true. Talking of Wolves, you got Bournemouth versus Wolves.
Bournemouth,
Yep. Brentford, Aston Villa. Aston
Villa
Villa. Burnley, Sunderland.
draw.
Yeah. Arsenal, Leeds.
Arsenal.
Hey, that's. Have you seen the Eze signing?
Yeah, good signing. He's
Yeah.
going to obviously play on the left.
Yeah.
Saka on the right. Well, Gyökeres is going to play now because Havertz is injured, isn't he?
Yeah. I think if we get him registered by midday, or would have been midday today, we can play him on
I don't
Saturday.
think he won't play against Leeds. No way.
It'd be nice because, and
He's got
obviously,
past medical. I think he's only had his medical today. So
yeah, I think it was this morning that he had it. But yeah, I think it was quite funny that we hijacked it off Tottenham. It just
yeah, I
makes it
feel.
better.
To be fair, I'm hoping Tottenham go for like Jackson or Nkunku now from
Yeah,
Chelsea, so we can sign Xavi Simons.
yeah, be a good
Um,
one. And then we got Palace, Forest on. No, yeah,
do
Palace,
you know what?
Forest.
That's a tough game because Palace are very, very good at defending, and they got Mateta up front. But then Forest are pretty good as well. That could be a draw. Like that could be a really boring 0-0.
Yeah, I'm calling Palace on that one.
I'm gonna draw.
Everton, Brighton.
Brighton, I would say.
Yeah.
Everton didn't look that good the other day. Didn't they lose to Leeds?
Yes, 1-0. I think it was a dodgy pen though.
How was it?
And Fulham United.
United are going to win that. The United actually looked the better team against Arsenal.
Yeah, I mean they were hands down.
I
Like,
mean, if your goalkeeper gets man of the match, you know that you've just absolutely fluked to win.
yeah, I mean it was a pretty scrappy early goal as well. Like
Yeah.
they should have won,
It's,
but they didn't. Like you win games by scoring goals, and we scored a goal. So yeah, I would like to see United flop again this season, but I don't think they will.
I think they'll be pretty decent this
Yeah.
season. I can't with we'll just turn this into a football podcast now. But like with signing Cunha and Burmo and
Yeah,
Shesko, I can't see them being shit.
yeah, that Shesko signing's quite a good one.
Yeah,
I think it'll be decent.
yeah, they should do quite well. Um, Carla's asked if you had to hop on gear tomorrow, what would your first cycle look like? Test only.
Yeah, start small.
Start small, work your way up.
Yeah,
Um, but we'd have to rename the podcast to the Blueprint.
yeah, just be
It'd be like the bodybuilding blueprint,
yeah, all the gear. No,
the assisted blueprint podcast.
the Unnatty Blueprint
Yeah,
podcast. Um, we've got one from Louis. Is there are 10 moles to every badger in the UK? If there was a war between the two, who wins? Moles or badgers?
badgers.
Badgers. Badgers all
Yeah,
day.
badgers are pretty vicious, aren't
Yeah, but there are 10 moles to one badger. So I guess the question is, can 10 moles take on one badger?
I need a wee, bro. I'm gonna go for a wee.
You can't hold it for 10 minutes.
Mate, with the amount of questions I've got, this is going on longer than 10
All right,
minutes.
off you go. I'll ask another one. Right, so we've got another one from Louis, which is choose one to go into a shake, prawn cocktail flavored way, or scrambled egg flavor. Just because I don't like fish, I'm gonna go with the egg, although I can't imagine scrambled egg in your protein shake tastes too well. Um, then we have more from Roche. Pineapple on pizza, yes or no? It's a big fat no for me. And we'll see if we can time this one for when Max comes in. So we've got another one from Roche, which is thoughts on Urs to open. How well will he do in the upcoming Italy show? So I don't actually know when that Italy show is. But I think it's a good decision from him. From what I've heard and what I've read, he has to obviously drop a lot of weight to get into his weight cap. At the detriment of his health, at the detriment of his physique. So if his enjoyment is a little bit more there, he doesn't have to literally put himself into the bin. I think it's a pretty good option. So I think fair play to him. Is he going to be as competitive? Probably not. But it gives him a bit more freedom with that. So the question was about us changing categories.
That's really interesting. Um, I think it's good from his perspective because from a health standpoint as well, it's probably help.
Yeah.
It's probably not healthier pushing up as heavy,
Yeah.
but also the aggressive pull down is going to make it a lot healthier and probably result in his best look. But he needs to grow. He needs to grow in classic because he
Yeah, but
wasn't like
he's at the weight cap. That's the issue, wasn't it?
yeah
So yeah.
yeah. It'll
So
be
I
good.
think
I'm interested to see how that goes.
yeah, I think long term it's gonna do him a favor. But obviously he was probably more competitive now in classic
Yeah,
as opposed to where he's going to be in the future.
yeah.
Um,
And he
he
does have a quite a classic physique and
does.
structure. So
Yeah. As what's his name? Urs Kelesinski or something like that.
yeah, I couldn't spell
He's
his.
only 27. Jesus Christ. Um, I think I've rinsed through a lot of mine. So if you've got any
Uh,
others.
Andy's gone to town. How many pieces of Lego can you put up your bum? All of
Uh,
them.
well, Max is the one with all the Lego, so and that's why he keeps buying it.
Got a new one the other day.
Where's that one going?
Probably.
You could probably get that out of your bum.
You reckon?
Yeah.
I am Groot.
There you go.
Uh, what else? How much money would it take for you to fight a chicken to death?
Not a lot.
Not a lot. 'Cause it'd probably be quite
Not that I
easy.
want to actively go out and fight chicken, but you wouldn't have to pay me much to go and fight it.
Yeah, like I wouldn't want to kill a chicken, but someone was like, "I'll kill a chicken for 10 grand." I'd probably do it.
Probably do it for a bit less than
Yeah,
that.
true. It's at this point in time, I'm like, have I got the energy to go,
Yeah,
to
to
go and
run
do it?
after a chicken.
Apart from going to sleep early, how are you dealing with waking up so early? I think he's probably asking me that. I know you had problems with that as well. It's
Yeah,
fine. It's just obviously training late. Like the earlier I get up and still train at the same time, it's being awake
yeah. It's
longer.
probably worse. It was worse for you, or is worse for you, because I would train pretty close to waking up. It
Yeah,
would be wake up, check in, walk, hydrate, meal, then gym. Whereas you, it's probably do all that, then go to work, and then try and get
yeah.
your steps in, etc., and then go train. So yeah,
Do you know what's nice though? Because I've got obviously boys in prep at the moment. They're very similar. Like I know what time Tom and well, Dylan's checks in a little bit later than Tom and Owen, but Tom and Owen are literally checking in around 6 o'clock every single day.
okay,
So I've kind of been up for a little bit of time before that. Kind of got my head screwed on. Maybe sometimes I'm replying to them and I'm already doing steps.
yeah,
So like they're literally getting like instant replies to how they're going to go about their day.
yeah,
So I do quite like waking up early. I like it when it's quiet. But I'm just looking forward to like having a lazy, on a Sunday, or maybe you don't get this, but Sundays are like my only day off,
yeah,
and I'm just looking forward to waking up at 7:30, 8 o'clock.
yeah. Which for some people is probably early, but
Yeah.
yeah,
I just
yeah,
can't wait, or just those lazy Sunday mornings where I'm not like, all right, get up, go do, go do this, go do that, go do this.
yeah. You could just be like, I'm gonna have another hour in bed and just
Yeah,
chill.
there's no,
Yeah.
there's nothing on. But no, it's all right at this point in time. And my sleep will probably be like this for the next few months, I can imagine, because it takes a bit of time after prep as well.
Yeah,
Carla has asked if you could trade lives with someone for a day, anyone you want, who would it be?
probably C-Bum. He's pretty much completed life, to be fair.
Yeah,
He's rich.
yeah, I think it would be someone. I would like to experience someone who is under a high amount of stress and is very, very busy
Yeah, and
because I feel like it'd be
he's also
over
not
their
a
miles.
dickhead as well.
Yeah,
So he's just a nice man, and he's got it all. He's now got
so you're
another
going
kid on the
C-Bum.
way. So yeah,
I think C-Bum's a good kind of benchmark. I feel yeah,
or
anyone who's just like a high level CEO or something as well, who's just like got so much on. I mean,
yeah,
I'd probably absolutely fuck their business within the day,
yeah.
but I
Oh
would like,
shit.
yeah, I'd like to just experience because I always find the busier I am, the better I can cope with being busy.
Yeah,
So I'd probably find things that they do that would then amplify my business. So it'd probably be that, like maybe a really like high level coach, like I mean like someone who preps Olympians and stuff like that.
yeah.
Um, I'd probably like to just experience that. And I got one from Boz Hadar. I don't even know how to say your name, mate.
I'm going to
I think,
apologise on Max's behalf for butchering that name because it's
yeah.
probably not
To be
how it's
fair, I
pronounced.
think this guy is one of these guys who's just trying to like, you know, like a business mentor kind of guy who's just
Okay.
put a question box in. So he's probably not even going to listen to the podcast. But if you are, he's asked when you compete and where. I'm competing at the UKFBA on the 21st. Could be wrong now. 1 minute. Is 21st September a Sunday? Yeah, 21st September. I'm competing in Wolverhampton on the 27th of September. Potentially the 28th if I do PCA finals, but the high likelihood is I will be up in Scotland supporting my two boys at the BNBF for that one, so I won't be competing. And then the MBW on the 12th of October. And potentially a couple more. We will see. If there's any shows in between, there is a new Natty Fed that is on the 18th,
What's that one called?
OCB.
It's gone under the radar for me. How new is that?
It's OCB Britain, and OCB are quite a big federation in the States. They have got a Natty show, um,
Okay.
and I believe yeah, it's on the 18th of October, which is a
Yeah.
Saturday, which is 6 days after the MBW. I don't know yet. I haven't entered that one. I've entered all the rest. I'm going to see how I feel closer to the time, I think.
Yeah.
And it might be a case of just start reversing and, you know, and not having an off-plan meal after the MBW. But we'll see because I think my mum's coming to the MBW and it's the only show where my family are coming or someone from my family's coming.
Yeah.
So I might just call it after that because it might just be like, all right, that was like MBW is going to be a huge show.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great show. And I might just be like pretty cooked by then after 33 weeks of dieting. So
Yeah. I mean, you'll probably make that decision on the day, won't you? Potentially, or just a bit
yeah,
before, depending on how much it gets booked up.
I mean, if I'm like already in a reverse by then, I mean, what's another 6 days? But it's also like, like I've always kind of had in my head MBW is the last show, go out on that big show. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Also, I haven't told Kate that I've been looking at this show. That's
Yeah.
another
Maybe
6 days.
maybe ask the woman first.
Yeah, to be honest as well, we've got a lot of things booked for the back end of October, and it's her birthday in when I'm in peak week for MBW.
Good timing.
Yeah, so obviously I can't go out for dinner with her. So I think we were kind of
You can come
planning
out with
on.
me instead.
She can go out for dinner with anyone else. Why not? But yeah, so I think we'll probably look to go out for dinner on that weekend just
Yeah.
me and her. Um,
Nice.
we shall see. But yeah, that is my questions on the hour mark as well,
Bang. Bang
mate.
on time.
I've got stupidly hungry over the last 10 minutes.
I mean, I'm hungry, but not obviously to the point that you are. So
Like, you know when you get so hungry that your energy just feels like it's been
yeah, you need a
zapped?
little bit of a power up with some
Yeah,
food. Is it a carb meal or is that a thing of the
no.
past?
My only carbs are pre-intro and post, and I've already had them.
Didn't
So,
have that.
chicken beef mince.
Have
Oh
another
no,
can of.
what is my next meal? Beef mince, asparagus, and spinach.
Ooh, lovely.
Can't wait for that.
I won't tell you what I'm gonna have.
Go on, what's your next meal?
It's
Oats.
just chicken and rice,
Oh,
but obviously probably a day's worth of rice for you.
yeah. Was it like 250 rice?
But it's 100 gram raw
100
weight.
grams. So yeah, around 250.
Yeah,
Oh, lovely.
lovely.
Can't relate. I suppose we should wrap it up there then on the hour mark.
We can do indeed. It's
Cool.
been a
Thank you
good one.
everyone for listening. We are going to be posting more on socials as well. Me and Denny are going to try and start posting more reels, more shorts, maybe more TikToks as well. I'm not too sure who's going to
Yeah,
be doing that. I mean, Denny's got the job of the reels. I've got the job of the YouTube stuff at the
I can
moment.
do TikTok as well.
Yeah, we'll see. But now I've finished uni. I forgot to mention that. Finished uni this week. Thank you.
Congrats.
Thank you. But yeah, if you see any of our posts, make sure you support it. And also, we want to get to that 100 subscribers. So if you're listening right now and you've listened to the whole video, pop it on your story. Why not? If you're doing steps, pop it on your story. Support
Exactly.
us. Share the podcast. And the more the podcast grows, the easier it is to get more guests on as well. But realistically, we're probably not going to get guests on until I've finished prep,
Yeah,
realistically, because there's just it's very difficult because right now we're in a groove where we have a certain day where we're doing the podcast, and
yeah.
with guests you've got to obviously accompany the
Factor
guests
them
and
in.
work around
Yeah.
them.
Like my
um
schedule is very different to yours, but it's nice that we've kind of found the Friday to
yeah,
work
that
and then
one
getting that
day,
third person. It's a nightmare.
yeah, it's a bit difficult. So yeah, that's kind of it for this episode. I've lost the plot, bro. Hope
Switch
everyone's
off,
loved
mate.
this episode. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. We will catch you in the next one.